narcissistic personality disorder, or narcissism, is a personality disorder that is diagnosable in the DSM-5 or the ICD-10. And I'm going to list some of the criteria pretty rapidly because it's important to understand the different components of it. A personality disorder is a persistent, maladaptive way of interacting with the world that is stable across multiple domains of a person's life, and it is not easily given to change. It causes impairment in their social or occupational functioning as well as interpersonal relationships. Even with a lot of therapy, personality disorders don't change a whole lot from what we understand. Narcissism has been diagnosed in up to 6% of the population, and here are some of the traits and features of it. So one is impairments in personality functioning. The person will have a grandiose sense of self-importance, preoccupation with fantasies of unlimited success, power, brilliance, beauty, or ideal love. And their interpersonal relationships are exploitive, that's important, interpersonally insensitive, and lacking in empathy. That's a very big hallmark of narcissism as well as sociopathy. The personality traits of a narcissist include grandiosity, an excessive need for admiration, entitlement, a lack of empathy, arrogance. They are interpersonally exploitive, they envy others, and they have superficial relationships. I have had many experiences with narcissists throughout my lifetime. As I like to say it, I have met the same spirit in many different bodies. I'm not going to give too many personal details about any one person, but just try to keep it anonymous to give some examples of what it looks like. One example is a boss that I used to work with at a restaurant a long time ago who used to sit and expect employees to sit and listen and talk to him for long periods of time in a busy scheduled day. And then all of a sudden he would look angry and say, "What are you doing here? Why are you standing here? Go do work." And that was a very classic example of a narcissist trying to create confusion, wanting admiration, then suddenly getting angry for something that made no sense because it was their fault that you had to stand there and listen. Another example of a narcissist I experienced when I was much younger was someone who would zone out of a conversation when it was not about them and actually verbalize this, saying, "I'm bored, can we turn the conversation back to me?" That's an example of someone who has kind of a blatant form of narcissism, but it's a pretty clear example of how they operate. If it's not about them, it's not important. When you experience narcissists in real life, it's so important to remember to keep healthy boundaries, get therapy, and remember that it is never too late to heal.